So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys, and if you can put your cameras on, that would be fabulous so I can see your cute faces. The first thing I want to talk about is making money in this business and a little bit about the compensation plan. Had someone yesterday, more than someone actually, a few people like freaking out about promotions and people canceling orders and people not working. And, I was like, you know what, your paycheck actually is going to be better if they're not commission qualified. And so just helping you guys understand a little bit more about the compensation plan, how we get paid and how you can make more money. Okay. So first thing I want you guys to do in the chat is tell me, how much money did you start? How much money did you want for when you started this business? How much money did you start for? Can you just put that number in the chat? Okay, so 200, 0, 1,000, 300, 100, 1,000, 500, diapers, wipes, gas, 100. Okay, I know that some people started this business with the intention to quit, started this business just because they wanted friends. And so you guys hit that goal the day you said yes. So congratulations, you're successful. Woo, you wanted to make $0 and you did. You made some friends. You didn't suck at the business, so you didn't quit, all those things. Now, some of you guys are writing 100, 200, 300. I joined this business for $50. I wanted to be able to buy at least one product a month. I wanted first to make my money back. So I wanted to make $100. And then my goal was to bring in at least $50 a month. So that way I could pay for a product. And you guys, I hit that my very first month, my very first wrap party. I sold 2 wraps and had that $50 plus commissions from my customers, plus bonuses from distributors that I signed. And so I hit that. So when you first join this business, you join for a little bit, right? And then some of you guys are saying in here $500, $1,000, and some people even more. But well, I guess 1,000 is the highest one that we have in here so far. And some of you guys have hit that. Some of you guys have yet to hit that. And so I want to tell you guys what you need to do in order to hit that number. So last number I want you to put in the comments is, how much do you want to make now? Okay. And some of you guys might have the same number as how much did you join for, because you joined for that much and you haven't reached it yet. But how much do you want to make now a month? And I love that Shelby's went from $200 now to $5,000. Kate's went from $300 to $4,000. Asia went from 0 to 1,500. Do you guys see what happens when you join this business? What happens when you see the potential? All of a sudden, now you're like, I want to make a lot of money in this business. Okay. So when I joined, I am not the same person that I was when I joined. I'm not the same person at all. I had no intention of wanting to grow a team. In fact, a girl came to my wrap party. So I joined and I had my launch party about a week or 2 after I joined. Okay. A girl came to my launch party and she said, I think I want to do the business with you. And I said, nah, I don't think so. It's a pyramid scheme. So nah, I don't think that you should do this with me. And I actually tried to talk her out of it. And then she went to my website and she signed up as a distributor. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's just work together. She lived here in town and we were just working together, whatever. And then all of a sudden she started signing people and started taking off. And I was like, what? Is that what we're supposed to do? And so then I was like, okay, quick, husband, let me sign you up. I called my dad and I said, hey, Dad, I need you to do this. You're a really good salesperson. You need to sign up and do this with me. You live in Vegas. You'll be awesome at it, whatever. So I hurried and signed up my dad. I hurried and signed up my husband, right? And then I'm like, okay. And so this girl underneath me, and maybe you guys don't know this part about my story, but this girl underneath me was passing me and taking off with the business and doing so well. So I was so blessed to have her, right? Well, that's when my eyes opened to, okay, I can actually grow a team. So I don't know if that's for you guys. When you first started, maybe, your goal was $0, your goal was a couple $100, and you didn't have that brain cell to decide that yes, you can grow a team. Yes, you can be a leader. And I went diamond in 7 months. And in my 7-month mark, when I hit diamond, Derek was my emerald. The girl who had originally signed with me, she had already hit ruby and quit. And you guys, Like some of you guys aren't Ruby yet and you're like, oh my gosh, how could someone quit when they're at Ruby? Or, oh my goodness, how could someone quit when they get to Diamond? Like that's $500, that's $2,000. How could somebody quit? Well, the reason why they quit is because they didn't have the mindset of a business owner. Okay, so when I went Diamond in July of 2015, Derek was my Emerald, and then I had a new Ruby leader who I coached and trained who lived in Colorado. And one of the Rubies that were underneath Derek, I didn't have connection with. I didn't sign them, so I didn't really talk to them. Like I just let them talk to their upline. I saw them on calls and like knew their faces, but I didn't have a relationship with those people. And so when they pieced out and I was losing my Diamond rank, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like sending them a message and I'm like, hey, is there anything I can help you with? And they're like, no, we're done. We've been done for a while. It's not something we want to continue doing. I was like, crap. And so that was a leadership lesson that I learned, is that it doesn't matter if you sign the distributors or somebody in your organization signs them. Maybe when your downline signs people, or maybe your upline signs people and they move them underneath you. Like you can take full responsibility for those distributors and their success and become their best friends. People stay in this business because of the connection that they feel. And when I look at our team that we have now, we have lifers as part of our team. And I feel like it's because of the connection that we have, the connection we have with our uplines, our downlines, and even our sideline sisters who are opening up their calls and pouring into people who aren't even on their team. Like what we have is so special. And if you're having a bad day, there's someone you can reach out to. If you're having a good day, there's someone you can reach out to. Like connection is everything. And so as a leader, if you want to be successful in this business, please learn from my mistake and make connections with every single person in your downline. And if you haven't started yet, you can start today. You can just send them a message and say, listen, I haven't been the best leader and I want to grow and I want to be better. I'd love to get to know you a little bit. Can you do a FaceTime call with them? Can you do a Zoom call? Can you just text back and forth and just ask them random questions about their life, like you're on a double date or something, okay? And like, can you get to know your team? And there's going to be teammates that don't message you back. You guys, people don't message me back all the time. Some of you guys on this call have left me on red, okay? Multiple times. You're still leaving me on red, but thanks for being on my call, okay? But you guys, it doesn't matter. Like if you have a good heart and they don't want to respond to you, you don't know what they're going through in their life right now. Like they may just be so stressed out or just having a bad day, and then, or maybe their kid opened the message and didn't see it. And you don't get to take that personally as a leader. Okay. Like you just get to love on your team, regardless of their work ethic, regardless of their input into the business. But as a leader, if you can just learn to love people and meet them where they're at and be there for them, that's the level 1 of leadership, or level 2 of leadership is relationships. Okay. And so developing that relationship is going to help you guys. Okay. Now, the next thing that's going to help you be successful is as far as making money and get to where you want to go in this business. Like I said, when I started, I didn't have a leadership mindset. I didn't want to be a leader. I had no desire to have a team, but you guys do. And I do now. Now I want to have the biggest team ever, and I want to help so many people. And so the thing I wish I would have done differently is you have to lead yourself before you can lead your team. Okay. If you are not consistent with your KPIs, don't expect your team to be. If you're not consistent with showing up for calls, don't expect your team to be. If you are not doing things to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, don't expect your team to be. And know that comfort zones are different. For those of you who were on last night, when I did that new distributor training, I was like shaking like this. Like it was the scariest thing ever. And I'm still like have the shakes from it because I'm having PTSD from it. But like it was so scary. But I did it because I wanted to show you guys that anybody can do anything in this company. Like I literally just messaged Cami Pentecost and said, I want to do this. And she said, okay. Like you guys can do that. And what it takes is it takes you showing up. It takes you leading yourself. Now I met Cami 4 years ago at a Diamond Leadership Retreat with Amber Parker. Okay, I earned that retreat with Amber, and Cami came down to it. And so I actually got to meet her. And I remember the last morning that we were there, I woke up really early and I went and crawled in bed with her, like way outside my comfort zone, you guys. And I just said, can I pick your brain for a second? And I got one-on-one time with her. And this is when She was still a distributor, I think. She hadn't moved over to the field yet. And I just asked her questions about, that I knew that only she could answer. And I was able to have a relationship with her. And then that next year I went to conference and we got invited to a VIP party at Kyler Pentecost's suite hotel that he was staying in. And I got to hold hands with Mark as he prayed. And I put myself in these positions by showing up and meeting people and having different opportunities that pushed me outside my comfort zone, but allowed me to make connections. And some of you guys aren't showing up, maybe you're working your KPIs, which is great. But if you want to be a leader, you got to step out, you got to step up, you got to do things that push you outside your comfort zone. We do a Wrap Wednesday call every Wednesday now for the last 6 weeks. I think it's been awesome. And last night there were 3 of us on, 2 other people. And why? Because some leaders didn't make arrangements to change their schedule around. Some leaders don't have wraps. Some leaders are too afraid to wrap live. But by you being afraid, or by you not scheduling or making these things work, who is actually losing out? Okay, you could have had your face on this live video that maybe would have allowed you to reach somebody and have a customer. Or maybe your team was like, oh my gosh, if Carrie can do this, then I can do this. I'm going to be on the next one next week, or whatever it is. But by you not showing up, or you not doing the things that you know that you need to do, that's what's keeping where you are. Like we say all the time, you got to do things that push you outside your comfort zone. You got to say yes to the right things. And when you do that, that's blazing the way for your team. That's showing them that if you can do this, they can do it too. And so you guys, we have got to show up. And I know I'm preaching to the choir right now because you guys are on this call right now. Okay. But did you invite your teams? Did you send it in a group message, or did you send it personally? Did you send a video message and say, you know what, I know you want to be successful in this and I want to help you. We're having a training today. I'd love to see you on. Oh, you can't make it on? Can we do a one-on-one after? And I'll go over what we talked about. I'll take really good notes and send them to you. How can you as a leader set your team up for success? Now, some of you guys have just a couple people in your downline. Some of you guys have 20, 30 people in your downline. You guys, I have 500. Okay, so if I can do it, you can do it. And as I'm looking at the names on this screen, I feel like I have pretty good relationships with most of the workers in my downline who are showing up. You guys can have amazing relationships with the 50 or less people that you have on your team if you choose to manage your time. And I was reading a book, listening to a book. It's a really awesome one on Hoopla, Scaling Leadership. And then there's another one about leadership by Brian Tracy. And, he just talks about your time management. Okay, you as a leader need to have a task list of A, when you make your list of things to do, you have A, B, C, D, E, okay? And you do not get to do a B task list until all of your A ones are done. And A are first priority, and you are your first priority. A lot of us in this leadership position, we get in management mode where we're like, oh, let me check my numbers. Let me see where all of my distributors are at. Let me message them and say, hey, you need this, you need that, you need the other. Well, how about what you need? You have to lead yourself first. Are you commission qualified? Are you running the auto shipment? Are you doing your KPIs? Have you completed your steps to success? So before you worry about your team, you got to lead yourself. There's so many people that are so concerned about what their team is doing, but guess what? Do you have your 10 enrollments to earn your Leader of Leaders call this month? What are you physically doing? Now, we have this Run with the Pack chat, and the Run with the Pack chat, it's booming, right? You know who the leaders are because they're booming at least once every 72 hours. And you guys, if I wasn't booming, would you respect me? Would you come to me for advice? Heck, I messaged Chelsea the other day and I said, how are you doing this, right? Anybody else want to message Chelsea? She's got over 50 enrollments this month. Anyone else want that in their business? I'm sending her a message. I'm like, what post are you making? What message are you sending? Okay. And I know other of you guys are sending that, and she's not even your upline because we see her as a leader because she's getting results. If you're not booming the chat, you're not a leader, you guys. And that's just the hard reality of it. Leaders get results. When you get results, your team will follow you. Okay. And it's a process. It's a process of planting seeds. It's a process of being consistent. It's a process of creating that value. helping people know, like, and trust you. But like I said at the very beginning, you have to lead yourself. If you want to grow a successful team, you have got to lead yourself. Okay. Every single morning, are you setting an alarm and waking up? Okay. Are you showing up to a mindset call or doing your own morning routine? Okay. Are you hopping on the power hours? Our power hours that we've been doing lately have been amazing. They've been fun. We've been dancing. We've been like celebrating each other when we get new customers. We've all been sharing our scripts and getting new little tweaks and twists on stuff. And by you not showing up, what are you personally missing out on? And what's your team missing out on? Because you're the leader that can pass on the information. But instead, we're choosing not to rearrange our schedule if we can. I know that some of you guys are working full time and you physically can't. I mean, they're like this morning, I only showed up to half the power hour because I had made other arrangements. But what can you show up to and what are you showing up to? And then the second piece of that is, are you putting yourself to bed at night? You cannot expect yourself to wake up early if you're not taking care of yourself at night. Okay? If you have big goals to hit, you got to stop watching TV. Last night, I got all my stuff done. I finished the power hour. I'm about to go to bed. And I was like, oh, I could watch one episode. I said, no, 100K in May. There will be no episode watching. I went to YouTube, you guys. Like, this is how crazy I am right now. I need 30,000 volumes. Whatever you have, I need more, okay? I need 30,000 volume. I went to YouTube and I hit play on this vibration something or other. It was like this like weird, like spinny swirly thing, but it was supposed to be setting off like vibration of a certain frequency that brings abundance to your life. Like, I just listened to that for an hour. Like, that's what I did. And then when I woke up at 5:30 this morning, I was like, I think I shared it in the chat this morning. I was like, okay, a 10-minute call from the universe. This is my big goal. Let me visualize it. And I'm not watching TV. Okay, I'm not even really spending time with my husband. Mandy came over for a minute. We worked for an hour. Then we were like, okay, break time, no phone. We went outside. We played dodgeball with my kids. We did hopscotch for 15 minutes. They were good. We went back inside and went back to work. Like, you guys, when you are pushing for something, you push for it and you're all in, both feet in, and you show up as much as you can. And guess what? Your team is going to follow when they feel your fire. Like, do you guys feel my fire right now? You want to come with me. You want to be a part of it. But some of you guys don't have that fire because you're not really doing the things that you need to do to be a leader and lead your team. And not everybody has this mindset. And of course, you can grow it and you can become this person. But it has to start with you. Okay, so I'm super excited that all of you guys have shown up to this call, that you're ready to do work. And I want to know in the chat, you guys, what are you going to end this month with? Whether it's a rank up promotion, whether it's a volume goal. Right now, you guys, we're at 71,000 volume. We need 29,000 more in the next 4 days. And I have no idea how it happens. I just know that our Heavenly Father is on our side and He is going to help us as long as we go all in. So I want to know in the chat, like, where are you going to be at the end of the month? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to invest and sacrifice to make sure that it's happening for you and your team too? So Tay, diamond with 15,000 volume. I love that you're not going diamond bare minimum, you know, and I need that extra volume. So thank you, Tay, for being one team, one mission and getting that extra volume to go towards our 30,000. Shelby, double diamond. Ginger, diamond. Ambrosia, first 6 loyal customers. I love that. I love that. That's where we start. Thank you. Mandy, double with 15,000 and new diamond and so many other promotions. Des has high goals. Who unmuted?
Sandra,
you can go ahead and say it.
Sandra is triple diamond. It went to me instead of the group.
Oh, got it. Triple diamond, enrolled 50 customers, 9 distributors, going for 72 and 12. Like, there is no slowing down. You guys, anything can happen in a day. Go ahead, Asia.
So I just want to say something real quick. So I did join this because I felt like I had totally lost my connection with the world, not just friends, but I was losing connection with my family. And then I would really like to be able to help my husband out so that he can go back to school, because that's what he wants to do. I don't want to be living off of bare minimum. That's not enough. I've always been an overachiever, but joining this, sorry, I'm holding my son. Joining this, I've found that this is a lot more than just a business for me. I'm finding that this is actually taking a lot of character development. And I've found that in the past 2 years, have lost a lot of things that I felt were some of my core beliefs, some of the things that I loved about myself, my ability to manage time, and being an overachiever, and my entire time in school, I was a straight A student in every single subject, always. I woke up at 4 every morning for 5 years, and I loved it. But somewhere in the past 2 years, I lost that. And so trying to do this business, I'm finding that I'm having to relearn how to manage my time and what it means to put in a hard day's work and how to prioritize. And so I'm having to actually adjust the goals that I'm making. That some of my goals right now are just to put myself in a better mindset, to be able to really push to be positive. That's actually a really hard push for me right now. And so I feel the fire and I'm really excited. But some of my goals actually aren't to make money right now. It's to step out of myself and to develop my character and to emulate those things that are going to attract business, but also just kind of brighten and fulfill the kind of quality life that I am going for. This isn't just about business for me anymore. It's about who I am. So those are my goals right now.
I love it. And I'm so glad that you unmuted and shared that. And I think it's so important that it's not all about money, and it's really about becoming the person that you need to be. And if that's your goal, just like Asia's, like, we want to celebrate with you too. We want to like, it's not just about the rank. It's not just about the money. It's not just about the customers and the distributors. It's about the person you become. So yes, definitely share those goals. And thank you, Asia, for unmuting. I love that. And so does everyone in the comments. I don't know if you saw them, but thank you for unmuting. Anybody else want to share something that's on their heart?
I just love everything that you just said. And as her leader and the person that helped bring her onto this, like, that means a lot to me. And now I know how to work with her. Now I know what she's working for. And so if you haven't shared your whys with your leaders, you need to, because we can't help you if we don't know what you're working for, because what we have as a goal for you may be so left field from what you really want.
Yeah, sharing it is super important.
So I'll share really quick. So I'm kind of in the same boat. When I first started, I wanted to use the products, and I wanted to make enough money to buy my own products. But what really caught my interest on this business and what really made me want to do it was I seen a post that Tamika made about having just a hard day, and she broke down, but she was able to bounce back from it so fast. And I wanted to be able to do that again, because after I had my daughter, I felt like the whole world was weighing me down, and I was not able to bounce back fast from things like I used to. And so I wanted to be able to connect with people. I wanted to be able to make enough money to buy my own products and get rid of this unwanted baby weight that I had gained. But my main thing was I just wanted to feel like I was a stronger person again, because I felt like when I had my daughter, I crumbled as a person and I didn't like it. And so I completely agree with that. That's what I wanted.
Love it. So you guys, back to leadership. Leadership doesn't come without a price. Okay. You guys are praying for distributors. I know that I get messages every day. How can I sign distributors? How can I just sign distributors? Okay. When you sign distributors, when you start growing your team, it means still learning how to manage your own business and also help other people be successful. It means carrying their burdens, carrying their goals, carrying their dreams, and fighting just as hard for theirs, if not harder than you do for your own. I know in the past when I haven't been pushing for a rank up promotion for myself, I'm still up until month end till 10:59 p.m. pushing for anybody else who wants their goals. Are you willing to do that as a leader? Are you up every night doing the power hours with us and pushing and working and doing everything you can from all the hours of the day that you possibly can do the work for? And, the best way to develop yourself as a leader, like I said, is stepping outside your comfort zone, building relationships with your team and knowing what they want, but also you've got to be doing your personal development. You need to read the books. You need to incorporate what it's telling you to do, and you'll grow into the leader through mistakes, through people who join the business and then quit. Okay. I mean, I learned the most from the mistakes that I make as a leader, you know, maybe not saying things the correct way, which means I had to say things the wrong way. Some of you guys are like, hey, what do I say back to this? I'm like, what would you say back to it? You're the leader of your pack. What would you say back to it? What are you going to do with it? Like, you're your own leader, and you get to fumble through that path of becoming that leader yourself. So that way you can be the strongest leader. Of course, we want to help you from making as many mistakes as we possibly could with our own journey. But ultimately, your journey to leadership is going to be yours. And if you want to speed up that process, show up more, figure out your system that works for you, get results, and then read the personal development. Okay. I have really this month focused on leadership and vision casting. So anytime I'm looking for a new book, I get in there, I search leadership, I read through some summaries, and then I find the book that sounds the best for me. Okay. If you're struggling with confidence, if you're struggling with organization, if you're struggling with waking up in the morning, find that book and listen to it. Okay. Wherever you are in your life journey, there is a book out there. There is a podcast. There's a YouTube video with a couple ideas or a couple solutions that can get you to where you want to go. But you got to put down the remote control. You got to put down the game system, and you've got to be 100% invested in your business. You're your own CEO. You own your own store. You own your own business. And the fact that some of you guys don't open it every day, that you don't get yeses or customer orders or have conversations with people every day in your own business is why it is where it is. So mindset shift. Who do you want to be? Where are you going? Let's do the work. Let's make it happen. Okay. So anyone want to add anything before I give us some tasks and some things to do to work on getting us customer orders and reorders? Anybody want to share before we go into that?
I'll share real quick. Can you hear me with this on?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. To go back to what the girls were talking about, this business actually saved my life too. I had really bad postpartum with my son, and I joined this business when I was like coming out of that. And then I got pregnant with my daughter, and that was my first worry, was that I was going to have to go through postpartum again. And I hardly made it through the first time, so I don't think I could have made it again. But I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I never wanted to be home with my kids all the time. And this business changed it for me, because next week we're actually packing up in a camper and going to go traveling with our toddlers. So this business has gave me a completely different future than I ever expected for myself.
Right. And you've been in for a while. Do you have any leadership advice or maybe things you wish you would have known sooner or anything like that you can think of off the top of your head?
When you mentioned like trying to make the relationship with people before they quit, that was a big advice, because I have felt that in the last 3 years I've been in. I have about 300 people under me, and I felt that. I feel like there's some people that have slipped through the cracks because we're just so busy in some seasons. And but another one would just be follow up with everyone. Even if you think you're being annoying, you're not. If they haven't blocked or deleted you yet, you're not being annoying. It's not cold messaging if you have a warm heart. I love saying that, because I have some girls on my team that don't like to cold message, but that's okay. You can do this business without doing that. But yep, follow up. I think I've been doing sheets from 2018 the last 2 weeks. So
yep. Okay, I love it. All right, you guys. So we're going to take this last 30 minutes and kind of use it as a power hour, give you guys some tasks to work on and some things to do, okay? So first thing, I tried to find it in the Legacy Leaders page. Is there a host-to-post giveaway happening on Sunday in Legacy Leaders? Is there a thread for it? Because I could not find it. There is? And is it $100, Samara? Okay, so anybody who is in the Legacy Leaders page, here's a post that you guys can make on your wall right now if you haven't made a post in the last 3 hours, okay? So let's go ahead, copy that, put it up. If you have made a post in the last 3 hours, then you can still go make the post, but then you'll just click cancel. And then it'll say, do you want to save the draft or discard the draft? And then you'll just click save draft, and then it'll be ready to go for you. Okay, so copy that, post it on a colored background. It just says, who wants to win $100 this Sunday? Drop your favorite emoji for info on how to get an entry. Okay, I made a post like this, and it's got over 60 comments. I've only done like a quarter of them, and because of all the host posts that they have made have just blown up, like it's been a blessing. And that's one of my affirmations, you guys. If you're not writing affirmations in the morning, start doing that. Mine is all my host posts blow up, and legit, all of my host posts blow up. It's really been an overwhelming blessing, okay? So start saying that. So you're going to copy, put that on your Facebook wall, and then you need to make sure that you either get a notebook or that you have a piece of paper that you can write your host to posters down. So I made this, and it's in the PAC training, this host post tracker sheet. It's been amazing to keep track of them all on there. And you can see I put little tally marks, or I was at the very start, like of how many comments are on each post. Now they're just like exploded that I can't even keep track. Thank you, Ashley, for posting that in there. And so, yeah, make that post, and then everybody who comments, I'm going to give you guys the script to send back to them. I'm going to give you everything you need. So you're going to copy everything I give you. You're going to either send it in a text message to yourself, a Facebook message to yourself, put it in the note section of your phone, start a Google document. Like, I don't care where it goes. Just make sure you get it. And then you guys share it to your teams. Be like, hey, I didn't see you on the call. Let's do a one-on-one. Let's work together. You're going to work with them for 30 minutes today, doing the exact same things that we're doing right now. In fact, go back and watch this recording with your team, and you guys can do it with me again, okay? So everybody who comments on your post, this is what you're going to send to them. Thanks for commenting on my $100 giveaway post. I pitched in with some other leaders with It Works, and every week we've been giving away money. It's been fun, especially at a time when people really need it. All I am asking you to do is make a post for me for the entry. Are you good with that? Okay, so instead of just giving them the post, say, hey, put this up on your wall. When we ask, are you good with that? And they say yes, then they're actually going to do it. Then when you follow up with them and say, hey, were you able to get that post up? They said they were going to do it. Okay, this is going to help your odds so much better. Now, if they don't respond, then you could just say, would you be up for that? Is that okay with you? Can I send you the post? Like, that's a good follow-up message, okay? So save this. This is saved in my text replacement as GAR1, giveaway response 1. So when people comment on my giveaway, this is the first response I send them. So if you want to save it in your text replacement, that's a good place for it to go, okay? And then they're going to say, yeah, sure, what's the post? And this one has been blowing up for me. So I highly recommend you use it, okay? Asking for a friend. If you knew you couldn't fail, how much weight would you like to lose in 2020? So you're having all of your friends who are commenting on your giveaway post make this. Now this post goes for ThermoFight X. Okay, that's the sole intention for this, is to close them on a ThermoFight X. Now I like to just close on one product and then upsell at the end. Now, if you want to do coffee and ThermoFight, I mean, you can do whatever you want. But my intention with this, me personally, is just to close on the ThermoFight X and keep things simple, clear, precise, okay? So anyone that comments, you're saying thanks for commenting. Can I send you this post? They say yes. You send them asking for a friend. And then they're not tagging me in this, okay? Because there's no place for them to tag me. Some of them will write at the top, like with Tamika Davis, but most of them are not tagging me. And so then I send them this. Just post that and let me know when it's up and I'll get you entered. And so then they're responding, hey, it's up. and then I get them entered. Okay. And how I get them entered, you guys, is I go to the post that's on their page. I click the 3 dots at the top right corner, and I save the post to my collection that says ThermoFight X or weight loss. I save the post, that collection, and then I turn on notifications. And then I remember next time I come to my office to write their name on my sheet, and then they're entered into the drawing once I sit down and obviously go write all these down on the giveaway post. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that giveaway post up. So thank you, Ashley, for posting that here so that way everyone can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's right here, May 1st. It's not a pin post or anything like that. So you'll just have to find this picture, but May giveaway, host a post. And so what you do is you just find where we left off. So we're at 1376, it looks like. And so then your next one, you put 1377 and you put down whoever hosted the post for you. And you just write their names here in this thread. And then Amber will go live on Sunday and she'll draw the winner. Okay. Now, if you want to participate, make sure that you Venmo her between $1 or $5. And then there's her Venmo right here. Okay. You want to make sure you've got some skin in the game. So you'll just go ahead and see where it's left off. So any questions about that? I don't know where you guys are in your host to post knowledge. So just make sure you save the post and you turn on the notifications so that way anytime somebody comments, you're getting a Facebook notification, okay? So let me give you the closing script. And this I have saved in my phone in my note section, and it's just called ThermoFight X. And so this is not saved in my text replacements or anything like that, it's just the note section. And so then that way I can just copy and paste the pieces that I need. So anybody who comments on your friend's post, you're going to send them, hey, name, I was the friend so-and-so made the post for, and I would love to help you lose that unwanted weight. Can I send you information about the product I have? Now, I've been doing this for months and months and months, and I have never been kicked out of my Facebook. Okay. And I feel like the reason why is because I ask permission before I send the information. So I get a lot of responses back. And what happens is if you're sending messages to people that you're not friends with, you're adding them as a friend, you're sending a message, adding as a friend, sending a message. And if you're not getting good responses back from those people, then it's going to flag your account and it can get shut down. And I haven't been, and I'm not going to be, because I'm being very genuine and conscious about what I'm sending. And so when I say, can I send you the information about the product I have? I would say 9 out of 10 people say, sure. I've had a few people are like, I can't spend any money, so no, I'm not interested. Okay. And I'm like, okay, thanks so much for at least getting back to me. I appreciate it. And they're like, oh, you're welcome. So I'm still keeping a really good relationship, you know, and still helping my Facebook algorithms, even though they didn't accept my friend request, Facebook can see that we're still talking back and forth. Okay. So I love saying, can I send you the information about the product that I have? And then they say, sure. And then this is the final closing script. And those of you who got this before, I did change it around a little bit because I wasn't closing customers the way that I wanted to. And if that happens to you guys, then you guys change it around too. You know, if you keep sending messages and you're not getting results, then change it. Oops, I didn't send the whole thing. So it just says, thanks so much. It's called ThermoFight X, and it's a thermogenic weight loss product that contains a clinically proven weight loss ingredient, Green Select Phytosome, which has been proven to help people lose an average of 30 pounds in 90 days with a reduced calorie diet. Then it keeps going, blah, 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 blah. Does this sound like something you would like to try? Most people say yes. And then they say yes, but how much does it cost? So this is the part I changed up a little bit. Oh, like I said, it didn't copy the whole thing. So then after they respond, then I say, it normally retails for $67, but doing a 90-day challenge with me gets you my discounted price, which is $40 a month. How it works is you get to pick your products each month for the 3 consecutive months. You can keep it the same or switch it up to any of the other products we have. Plus, we waive the $50 membership fee. Are you good with that? And then what people are saying is, well, what other products do you have? And I'm like, oh, perfect. Well, this actually pairs really well with A, B, and C. Or I'm sending them a product list, and then they're like, okay, I can do that, because they can see that if they don't like this one product, then there's going to be other products that they can change to. And I signed 2 customers yesterday using this script, and they both ordered the copy and the ThermoFight X. Okay. And so that's been working really well for me. And then they respond. If they say they can't afford it, then I ask them to host a post for me. And I say, hey, you could win this $200 giveaway, and then you'll have the money to be able to do it. And then if they say, yeah, that sounds great, then I send them this. Awesome. Thanks so much. What's your email address and phone number? They respond. The address you want it shipped to and the name on the card you want to use. They respond. Then last, the card number, expiration date, and CVC. I'll get it put in right now and send you your account information. And we ask in sets of 2 because that's like them saying yes, yes, yes. Like that's what they hear themselves saying. Okay. And then once I get the, yep.
How come you never asked for their date of birth?
I just leave it with, you don't really need it.
Oh, okay. Never knew that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
With a customer, you don't have to have their date of birth. I always just leave it the default. And I guess the reason I don't ask is because I'm already asking for a lot of stuff, and I don't want to ask them for their firstborn child and their left leg. And I just feel like birthday's a lot. But that's a good question, because I know that new people see that and they're like, oh, wait, I need your birthday. But it is in there because our customers have to be 18 or older. But I just leave it for the default. And I'm sure It Works is sending happy birthday messages to everybody on January 1st of whatever the year is. No, I don't think so. But you just have to have birthdays for distributor accounts. Okay. So after I get all of their information, you guys, this is what's going to take us to 100K in May, the most important part. And there's only 25 people on. So anyone who was on that got off, send them this. Okay. The most important part. Okay, perfect. I'm about to create your order. Before I do, with the 90-day challenge, ThermoFight X alone is $40, just like we talked about. I do recommend adding our cleanse to detox and our carb control to absorb fats and carbs as well, which is actually our full triple threat weight loss system for even better results. Normally the whole system is $201, but it would just be $118. And then you can add in plus free shipping. Do you want to upgrade to that for better results just this first month, or stick to the ThermoFight X alone? Okay, most people that I've sent this to are just like, well, while I'm at it, I mean, they already gave you their card information, right? While I'm at it, here you go. Now, if people won't send you their card information, then what I've done is I've created a shopping cart with these extra products in it. And I say, okay, like I'll send you the shopping cart link, and I'm gonna add some of the sister products to it, and I'll send this and just basically say, I'm gonna add those to it. But if it's something that you don't want, then you can go ahead and remove it at checkout. And they just click remove once they open that shopping cart link. And so I just put it in there just to make it really easy for them. Like, hey, people love adding our Skinny Brew. It's also on sale. I just want to throw it on there. If you don't want it, you can remove it. And most of them are going to check out with it on it because they're going to see the savings. Okay. So if people don't want to send you their card information, make sure that you send the shopping cart link. Okay. And then you're going to put the order in. And here is the thank you that I send. It says you're all set up. Thank you so much for your order. Your ID number is this. Your password is that. To get into your account, you go to itworks.com and click login. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And then you can have them host a post for you and say, hey, and we're doing a drawing. Do you want to host a post for me? You can win $100 on Sunday. Okay. So I know this was a lot. So I'm going to kind of recap it. Okay. Y'all made a giveaway post. Everyone who comments on the giveaway post is making the weight loss post for you. If you could not fail, how much do you want to lose in 2020? Anyone who comments on that post, you're going to like the comment, you're going to reply, I'll message you, you add them as a friend, and you go through this closing script. Okay? If you're with me still, shake your head like this. Yeah, we're getting glazy eyes. This is like math class on a Friday afternoon, after lunch. I can't even see half your faces. You guys could be sleeping. I don't know. Thanks, Ambrosia, Shelby, Kate, Suze, Tiffany, Ashley, Carrie Ann for having your pictures on. Oh, there you are. Yeah, okay. Okay, you guys, this will sign you customers. So many customers. If you just follow these scripts, if you stay consistent with your other posts. Okay, so you just made this giveaway post. So later tonight, make a post that's super cute with you and your family. Okay, make a post of what you had for dinner and ask people what they had for dinner. Like, relate to people on top of this giveaway post, because then all your new friends that you're adding from people that had commented, they're going to go look at your page and they're going to be like, oh, this is a real person. Oh, she really does do this. And they're going to see your stuff in your stories and on your page. Okay. Krista's putting an order in. Woo, woo. Way to go. And I know that some of you guys are at work listening. Thank you, Tiffany, for being here. Like, and just being multitasking. And it's so great. And we'll get you these scripts if you weren't able to copy them. Okay. Trying to think. The other thing that you can do is if you're not getting a lot of comments on your giveaway post, is you can send a message to people. So you can do some green light messaging. Let me give you that script. So let's say you make this giveaway post for $100 on Sunday and nobody comments. Okay, if that's the case, or only a couple people comment, then you're going to send this message. Oh my goodness, it's not letting me pull it up. Hold on. And you guys can do this like every hour or every 2 hours. Just go through your green light messaging and like send 15 messages. Just every hour, send 15 of these. Hey, I saw you were online and wanted to ask a quick favor. I'm trying to expand my business and find more people to help. Would you be up for making a post on your wall that I sent you? For helping me out, your name goes into a drawing to win $100 on Sunday. And every hour, just send that to 15 people. Your phone is going to blow up. And then you're going to follow the same thing. Okay, here's the post. Just let me know when it's up, and then send the heart one, you know, or a potential distributor one, or a coffee one, you know, whatever post you have, whatever you want to work with. And then you're going to follow the same thing. Okay. So we've got 10 minutes left. One last thing is about this giveaway post that we have going on my wall. Let me pull it up so we're all on the same page. And you guys go live and tell people where you are, and they're going to just go to your website and order. Like I made this post, and normally I don't put my website, but I put my website here, and I put my website here. Someone went to my website yesterday and ordered just to help me out. And so just asking people is huge. And look, here's my giveaway post that I did, and it has 76 comments, and I haven't even gotten to half of them. Okay, so this one right here, you guys, I know I've talked about it 100 times, but we're still not clear, and your team's not clear either. So set them up for success, okay? But this is the giveaway that we're doing. It goes from May 25th to the 30th. So any new BV that you bring in from now until Saturday night, you're going to put here in the thread. So if you get a new customer, if you get an existing customer that puts in an order, if you personally put in an order, if you reprocess a credit card decline, all of that counts for BV. And all you need to do is just right here in the comments, write down what BV you're at, and then edit your comment. Don't put tons of comments in here, just edit your comment. So here's Mandy. She's at 1088 by herself right now, okay? She's earned 2 prizes. And if I look right here on edited, you can see that she started out at 82, 204, 234, 369, 429. Here, 529, I earned a prize. 880, she said, So she edited it, so it still said earned a prize, and now she's at 1088, okay? And so she's just gone through and edited her comment to reflect her BV total. And so when you guys are doing this, so like with mine, I've done 44, 31, 21, 51, 51, like I'm just editing it and adding it all together, okay? And when you hit 500, tag me. I'll put a funny GIF down or something like that, you know. Kelly Jo earned it too, so good job, Kelly Jo. I'm just seeing this. My phone has so many notifications I can't keep up, which is a blessing. So just go ahead and just make one comment like everybody's here doing and just totaling it all up together, okay? So we've got 8 minutes. What questions do you guys have for me?
Real quick for the charting, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I had a girl on my team go Ruby, which was amazing, but I thought that the head person had to be commission qualified to be a qualified leg, and that's not quite the case. Could you just quickly just kind of go over that for me?
Yes. Okay, so in order for you guys to be Ruby, you have to have 3 qualified legs. And if you don't know what something means, you can either Google it or you can go look in your back office, okay? And so a qualified leg is one with at least 400 group volume coming anywhere in the depth of the leg, the top, and then you're using the top distributor of a leg. So it does not have to be, this is a little bit different than the one that, the top person doesn't have to be commission qualified. And one of the ones that I found yesterday said that the top distributor right here. So in the It Works compensation plan, a qualified leg is one with at least 400 total group volume coming from anywhere in the depth of the leg. The top distributor of a leg does not have to be commission qualified for the leg to be considered a qualified leg. And that's when compression happens during the commissions process, and commissions allow you to earn more commissions on the volume that's under there. So when people aren't commission qualified, your check actually goes up, but we as leaders want to make sure that as many people are earning checks as possible, but it's nothing to stress out about. But qualified leg, the top person does not have to be commission qualified. And I appreciate you asking on this call so that other people now know that answer. Nicole is signing a customer. Woo woo.
Okay, so another question real quick then. So that top person is not even working at all, they didn't re-sign up. Does it still work with the compression that way?
You were kind of cutting out. So if you've got someone on a level 1 that's not commission qualified and then somebody else in that leg is commission qualified, then that person just bumps up to that level, and you're getting paid on all the volume regardless. In order for it, the only time it doesn't count as a qualified leg is if you have all canceled accounts in there. But later on in your business, if the top person's canceled, the person underneath them is canceled. But if you have an active person under there, then all of the volume can count for the 400.
So I actually had this question, but I didn't want to confuse any of your girls. I have my aunt as number 1 level, and I actually just noticed the other day she canceled it out, but I have people under her, and I have an active distributor under her. So what I do is I just place under that distributor. So are they considered level 1?
Yes.
Even if their volume's not what's making the 400 bucks?
Yes. So,
okay.
So when it comes to a 400, as long as you have an active distributor in that leg, all of the volume counts. If ever there's any, if ever it's all canceled, you can never move a customer or distributor underneath a canceled account. So you want to make sure that you're always keeping a leg active by putting new distributors under there. And all of the volume counts. Now, if it all cancels out, then yes, you're still getting paid on that volume, but it can never be a qualified leg. And then when you're trying to go for a rank up promotion, the top person has to be commission qualified in a rank up promotion. So if you want them to be a ruby, an emerald, and an executive, a diamond, and whatever, the top person has to be commission qualified, and it's only the volume underneath them that's going to count. So some of you guys, I know that's over your head. Others of you guys know what I'm talking about. Anything else you can think of? Okay, so I'm going to go back to what I started with, being a leader. You guys, what I'm doing right now is called duplication. I have found things that worked. I'm sharing them with my team who's willing to listen. You guys are going to do this and you guys are going to get results. Okay, that is a level 5 leader. If you want to grow a strong organization, you have to get results and you have to learn how to duplicate it. So I have a pack training. I have Google Documents. We have Zoom calls. I'm finding ways, and I'm uploading this to my YouTube channel so that people can re-watch it. And so I'm finding ways to duplicate what I'm doing, because if I was just doing this alone, 30,000 volume would be pretty insane. But if you can duplicate what works, then you're going to get to where you want to go, and your team is going to get to where they want to go, and they're going to see success. They're going to be excited, and they're going to have the tools that they need to become leaders of their own business. And so I know Kelly Jo had sent my video that I did a couple nights ago for new distributors on how to get your 6 loyal customers. And one of her brand new distributors took the time to watch the recording, made the post, send the messages, and signed her own customer just from watching the recording from one of my videos. And you guys know, when people are sharing stuff in the Run with the Pack chat, and they're like, hey, this is the message that I used, and then you use that and you get results, that's leadership. Okay, and so you have got to do the work to get your own results, and then your team is going to respect you and they're going to follow you. Nobody's respecting an upline that is doing less work than them. No one's respecting an upline who's not getting results. So you got to step up. You got to do the work that's going to take you to get results, and then that's what's going to take your team to the next level. So I appreciate you guys. If you need me, you know where I'll be on Zoom all day long, just working my business. So I'm going to probably do another working hour later this afternoon. We just listen to music and work together, share scripts, celebrate. So we hope to have more of you guys on. And then we've got another power hour with Kelly Jo at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on her Zoom call. So just show up as much as you can. Let's have fun with working, and let's just do things that we've never done so we can have things that we've never had. See you guys.